To get from Bergen to Flåm, most people take either the train or drive, but there is a third option. During the summer season, there is a daily boat service from Bergen to the Sognefjord to the end where Flåm lies. This is the most comfortable way to experience the Sognefjord, the second longest fjord in the world. The longest is in Greenland and is not really accessible. The boat usually departs at 8 o'clock in the morning from Standkai terminal in Bergen. This is in the middle of the city opposite to the famous Bergen. This is where all local boats start. The first part of the trip is between islands along the coast northwards. From the satellite image you would never guess that a boat could follow this route. The area is quite urban and industrial. There are several stops along the way. After an hour and a half, we finally reached the Sognefjord at Suli bottom. This is a connecting point to several islands in the area. Now we enter the Sognefjord. On the north side we have the island of Sula. We have a video about this remote island, so go and watch it afterwards. This is a place with very few tourists. The next stop is Aurlandsfjord. There is a car ferry that takes you to the other side of the fjord. In case you are wondering why there are no people waiting on the boat, this film was shot on a Sunday, which was also the 17th of May, so most people are busy celebrating the national holiday. That's why there are big Norwegian flags flying. There is also a shipyard in the neighboring Nærøyfjord. The boat continues. After Nærøyfjord you will see the Sognefjord. You will notice that most of the large settlements are on the north side of the fjord, while the south side is more wild and sparsely populated. The north side gets more sun. After 3 hours we reach the small village of Nordeide. From here there is a small ferry to the other side of the fjord at Nordeide and Vik. Until 1982 this was a more important ferry terminal, as Road 55 along the road didn't go through a tunnel. To drive along the fjord you had to drive over Gaudarfjellet, which is closed in winter. The ferry was the only way to travel along the fjord. Now the Sognefjord makes a bend to the north, so the next stop, Vik, is actually on the other side of the fjord. From Vik you can head south on Road 13 over the Vikafjellet to Voss. The next stop is the most famous on the route, Balestrand. Balestrand became a center for artists at the end of the 19th century. The most prominent landmark is Kviknes Hotel. It was built at the beginning of the 20th century and its most famous guest was the German Emperor Wilhelm II. The wooden building is quite small. The hotel was extended with a concrete building in the 1960s. Here you will also find the Norwegian Tourist Museum and an aquarium. There are also many hiking trails in the area, such as Fossestien, the waterfall trail. Balestrand is probably the only place where it's worth getting off the boat and continuing the next day. After Balestrand, the next stop is Leikanger. We are now in the heart of the Sognefjord, where the fjord also splits into several branches. The route heads south into the Aurlandsfjord. The boat will travel a bit up the famous Nærøyfjord. Many years ago, the boat used to dock at the car ferry so passengers could transfer to Kaupanger and Lærdal. The boat makes one last stop in Aurland. Passengers can only disembark. From the boat you can see Stegastein viewpoint. And then we finally reach Flåm. From here you can take the train to Oslo or Bergen, or a bus to Voss or Fagernes in Valdres. So that's it. Check Norway's website for information and booking. If you enjoyed this video, we have other videos about the region, such as about Voss or how to get to Stegastein.